hello. I hope you are having a great day. If you know it, say it with me. I have got my coffee. I have got my Bible. I love this Bible so much. And of course, I have you. Today is National, get this, Water a Flower Day. I have no idea who named that, but it is, okay? Happy Water a Flower Day. And it got me thinking about something, and that is this. Have you ever had a really bad day? Okay, I'm talking about like a really, really bad day. There's a story in the Bible, and where I'm going with this is sometimes you're the only water that somebody else is gonna get, okay? If it's not for you, it's just not gonna happen, and so take your bad day and make it somebody else's good day. There's a story in the Bible where the Apostle Paul and a guy named Silas are going from place to place trying to spread the gospel. And there's this lady who is tormented by this evil spirit. And so they pray for her, and God delivers her. And it's supposed to be a good thing, right? Yay, celebrate. Well, the problem is her benefactor didn't like that. And so they end up doing this whole thing, and long story short, they throw Paul and Silas in jail. And they beat them up, and it's bad. And so there's this idea that when bad things happen, you act accordingly. That's just what most people would think. I'm having a bad day, so I'm entitled to have a bad mood. Well, that's not what happened. The Bible said this it says this in Acts chapter 16. It says, around midnight, Paul and Silas were praying and singing hymns to God, and the other prisoners were listening. And so right in the middle of their bad day, that maybe this is what happened. We don't know exactly, but maybe they looked around at the other prisoners in the other cells, and they said, we're having a really bad day. Paul, Silas, and they would be like, yeah, we really are. We've been beat half to death. We're in prison for doing nothing more than trying to help somebody. That's a bad day. You know what though? These guys are having bad days too. But there's a hope inside of us that they don't have. Why don't we sing? Oh, come on, Silas, you don't know how to sing. I mean, I can sing. It doesn't mean it's good. Well, do you want to make people feel worse? I mean, I don't know. If you ever, kind of watch the Bible in your head like I do, but whatever happened, they decided they were going to sing. Started singing their favorite song, maybe. And right in the middle of what could have been a bad day, and a really good reason to have a bad day, they started singing. And I was thinking about that because I read this quote. I want to read this to you. I love this quote. It says this. It says, don't let what's wrong with you stop you from worshiping what's right with God. Can I say that again? I mean, don't let what's wrong with you stop you from worshiping what's right with God. Right in the middle of this horrible situation, Paul and Silas have been thrown into prison for just trying to help somebody. They start to worship what's right about God, not what's wrong about themselves, but what's right about God. And the amazing thing is that when they started to do that, it started to change everything around them. Now, a miracle happened. And the miracle was that God sent an earthquake to that prison, so much so that it jarred loose all of the prison cell doors and they all came open. And the greatest miracle wasn't that, but all the prisoners didn't leave. They stayed there with Paul and Silas. And so when the prison guard came to see what was going on, that he was afraid that he would be killed if all these men got away. And so he's getting ready to kill himself. And Paul says, no, don't do that. We're all still here. And what happened is Paul ends up leading this prison guard to Christ. The prison guard goes and he actually takes Paul and Silas to his home, dresses their wounds, and God does an even greater miracle by saving his entire family. All because when there was a time when Paul and Silas could have been licking their wounds, could have been going through a bad time, they decided to not just complain about what was wrong, but to worship what was right about God. I want to say this to you. Maybe you're in a prison right now. Maybe it's a prison of fear. Maybe it's a prison of worry. Maybe it's a prison of disappointment. Maybe you thought something was going to happen that didn't happen. And can I tell you that as far as one way of looking at it, you're well within your rights to complain. You're well within your rights to withhold blessing from others, But today is National Water a Flower Day. And what if, instead of complaining about what's wrong with you, what if you worship what's right with God? Say, God, even though I don't have everything that I want, I'm so very glad that as of right now, I've got everything that I need. What if that thankfulness were to change the narrative in your life? And I'm not saying that God's going to send an earthquake. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. What I am saying is, what if God used that to make a difference? What if he used it to maybe send some joy to someone beside you? Or maybe if you're in a family, maybe people are looking to you, even though you may not realize it, they're looking to you to maybe help them figure out how to process what's going on. I don't know. What I do know is that we can always celebrate what's right with God, even in the middle of what's wrong with us. You know what else I know? I know that God's not against you, he's for you. I know that he loves you more than you can imagine, and you're probably doing better than you realize. You know why? Because you haven't given up yet. You're still here. You're still going at it. And I want you to know that is so very important. The Bible says that though a righteous man may fall 7 times, he gets back up again. So don't give up. I want to know in the comments down below, do you like flowers? Do you like planting flowers? Are you a gardener? Let me know if you are. Let me know what you're planting right now. Today is National Water a Flower Day. And while you are watering your flowers, make sure you're speaking into somebody's life too. Let's make someone's day. Let me know in the comments what's going on in your life. Let's talk about it. I love you so much. Hope you're having a great day. I'll see you right here next time on Daily Hope.